Without a doubt, this has to be the most unique Superman in my collection, and I am completely fine with that. I love this look for him. From McFarlane Toys' DC Multiverse, this is the Future State Superman, specifically the Clark Kent Superman. And if you're unaware of why I had to make that distinction, both John Kent and Clark Kent have Superman figures from Future State, and basically it's because, you know, Future State's supposed to take place 5 years after that current point in the comics, and at that point, Clark was destined to be a slave fighting for his life in the arenas of Warworld, powerless and trapped basically to the will of Mongol. In one of my more recent live streams, someone asked what was going on with Superman currently in the comics because they were having a hard time keeping track of like who was who. So, long story short, there's two Supermen going on right now. There's Clark Kent, who up until recently has been on Warworld trying to free it from Mongol and free all the slaves there. He was working alongside the Authority, and meanwhile John Kent, his son, was the Superman here on Earth. He was working alongside the Justice League and Nightwing, and was a little bit more of a social commentary, whereas Clark Kent Superman was more just the standard Superman, you know, go against impossible odds and have hope in utter hopelessness, inspirational type of story. Both were incredibly well written. I would definitely recommend both, and they're both getting a reboot going into this next year, with him being Superman, and I'm pretty sure, I forget what John's Superman comic is, but they're both going to continue operating as Superman. And before anyone makes the comment, John Kent is the one who's in a relationship with Jay Nakamura. I know a lot of, specifically Republicans, like to lie and say like, oh, well they turned Superman gay, they turned Lois Lane into a man. No, it's literally just a different character. We made a different character, like you guys always insist we do. But like always, you're rowdy children and won't shut the fuck up. Wow, I've just been going on a lot of rants lately. Anyway, let's take a closer look at the Superman. I really love everything about this figure. I love the hair, how they got the gray temples going. Kind of remind me of Mr. Fantastic, to be honest. As well as the 5 o'clock shadow, and the fact that Superman just has this look of like a murderous glare. That's a very rare look to get on a Superman figure. Also, it's just the fact that he almost looks like He-Man. Like he just has like the leather trunks, the leather boots, and then the cape with like this one piece of chest armor. It's a very visually striking look, and I adore it for that. This Superman came with 2 accessories, his bronze shield, and also this battle axe. No flight stand, and typically I would complain about that, but to be fair, he doesn't have powers on Warworld, so I think that's fine. If you ever need to know what Superman would look like if he were in 300, now you know, I guess.